I'm making my daily rounds on the ISWA website today and noticed a few anomalies. I'll start by playing back the magnetopause position. I've gone back as far as they will allow, which is 300 frames. Now while you're watching this, consider that there is very little solar activity at the time. We had a small coronal hole that was facing Earth a day or two ago, but no flares or filament eruptions, nothing like that to mention of. So, I mean, I'm not trying to imply anything here, but just watch this and then I'll show you something pretty peculiar. Just playing a little bit of a game of Twister. Okay, this is almost done. Next I want to show you what shows up on Wacky. I also mentioned there seems to be a few frames missing, and instead of deleting the data now, let me go back just a second. It seems like now, instead of just deleting the frame, they put up this disclaimer that that frame is unavailable. But now, I'm going to try to zoom in on this. I hope this comes out okay. Let me make one little statement here. The Z-cut does show, zooming in here, Ghost 1311 in comms. I hope this is within view. Let me just play a little bit of this. As you can see, it's depicting Ghost 11, 13, and COM satellites. Although it's not in the legend, and in my opinion it should be. Put that back where it was. But now let me center this up. In fact, let me blow this up a little bit. Now, I've never seen any satellites appear on the Y-cut. And at first glance, you may not see anything, although it does look kind of twisted and turbulent. And there are a few frames missing. But now let me call your attention to this. Now, as far as I know, there's only a handful of sensors that feed this data into the simulation. You probably have magnometers on board GOES and ACE, proton electron density, particle flow, direction, and density. That's probably about it. Again, I hope this does not leave screen. Tell you what, let me bring this down a little bit so I don't leave the confines of the recording area. I'm going to grab this animation slider and manually move it. Keep your eye on that anomaly right there. Now for that to show up, it's not in the legend and it's not a tracked satellite, then it's got to be a magnetic anomaly that was picked up by instruments, and then its trajectories calculated by the simulation. I'm trying to keep this within view. This thing is clearly orbiting the Earth. Went on the back side of the planet. No, that's front side. Then it goes on. It goes to the backside. It's hard to tell if it's got a spin or not. It looks like it might have somewhat of a spin. You can see it here too. I'll go a little faster. First time I've seen that on the Y-cut magnetic field simulation. Now if they have now added satellite icons to the Y-cut simulation, that would be helpful to know and prevent a lot of us from out here scratching our heads wondering what in the heck this is. But if it's not a satellite, that is just not on a legend, then it's got to be some sort of magnetic anomaly that was picked up by the sensors. Anyway, just wanted to put that out. What started the search was just noticing that we had a very perturbed magnetosphere, despite the fact that we have no solar activity, no flares in almost a week, none to speak of or write home about, no weird filaments flying off the sun, only one small coronal hole that has already passed. That looks pretty crazy. But anyway, just food for thought. If anybody has any ideas as to what this anomaly may be, please drop us a note. Thanks.